Hi folks, so for question 10 we have a graph or a diagram that we need to interpret. But let's have a look at it first of all. So the line that kind of starts and goes up and then goes back, goes down, that's really how far um, in front of or behind John that Ali is. Okay, so it's Ali that kind of the line focuses on. So because it goes up at the start, it goes up, so it goes into the more than John. So the time it's taken him more than. Uh, so it means that it's taken him 2 more minutes than John to complete the kayak section. So then you'll see in the cycle section that the line goes down below John's line. So that means that Ali has got a lot faster then. So he's cycling a lot faster than John. So he overtakes him in the race. And by the end of it, then he's a minute in front of John. So it's taken him less time then altogether. It's taken him 1 minute less altogether by the end of the cycling part. The run then, they're going at the same pace really. The two lines are both flat. So uh, that's the graph really. Let's have a look at the questions here. So did Ali finish the kayak section ahead of John, behind him, or at the same time? So let's look back here again. So we said already that it's taken him 2 more minutes to complete the kayak section. So if it's taken him 2 more minutes, I need to be careful here, then he's obviously finished behind John. So if it's taken him longer to do something, he's finished behind him. So that's part A. Part B is about when Ali stopped. So Ali had to stop briefly during the triathlon. John didn't stop. So the stop you should be able to pick out is going to be this flat line here. So that occurs, you can read off the bottom, at 25 kilometers. So that's when they've gone 25 kilometers, that's what happens. So 25 goes is the first answer anyway. Now the length of time he was stopped for. So you see here down the side, on the left hand side, that 1 minute is basically two lines, two little lines. So you go down one and then another one for 1 minute. So every line down is half a minute really. And you'll see here that it goes that that little blue line I'm drawing in there now, that goes up 3 lines. So uh, basically, uh, it goes up 3 lines. So it's going to be a minute and a half. So 1.5 minutes. Because they ask us to give you the answer in minutes. So 1.5 minutes. Part C then. What was happening to John and Ali at the point marked B on the diagram? So the point B is where the lines cross really. It's the only point that the lines cross. That means that Ali has caught up on John here. So you can write in something like that. So he's caught up on him, or they're now going beside each other basically. And Ali is actually kind of overtaking him. So uh, you can write in something like that. The next one then, you have to give the actual times that it took them. So uh, it took John 32 minutes to complete the kayak. Let's have a look back here again. So, like we said before, it's taken Ali 2 minutes longer. So, if it's taken him 2 minutes longer than John, and John took 32 minutes, well, then we just have to add on 2, so it's going to be 34. So that's simple enough. The next part is tricky then. Uh, Now, it's taken John 38 minutes to do the cycle. You'll see here that Ali has actually made up a lot of time on John. He's overtaken him in the cycle. So at the start of it, he's 2 minutes behind him. But by the end of it, so over here, he's a minute in front of him because the line is down here now. So he's gone from 2 minutes behind to a minute in front. So therefore, he's actually made up 3 minutes just within the cycle part. So he's done it. He's done the cycle 3 minutes faster. So if he's done the cycle 3 minutes faster than 38 minutes, well then that has to be 35 minutes. So we take three away from the 38 here. So the last part then is the run. So the run, you can see that they actually, at the start of it, Ali is 1 minute faster than John, and at the end of it, he's also 1 minute faster than John. The two lines go parallel to each other. They're both flat horizontal lines, so it doesn't actually change. So what actually happens is they do the run in the same time as each other. So that's going to stay then as 36. So you need to add up the three numbers on the bottom then and just put it into the total column. So you should get 105. So what's happened is Ali has come home 1 minute faster than John, and that matches with the diagram then because at the very last point of it, he's 1 minute. It's taken him 1 minute less than John. So Ali has beaten John by a minute in the race. For part E then, John and Ali also ran a 400-meter race. So John's average speed, so let's just, so John's speed, okay, is 7.8 meters per second. It took Ali, okay, so this is a distance speed time question. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to write down the distances and the times and the speeds for what we know. So, okay, so the distance anyway was 400 meters because it has to be the same for both of them. Uh, so we know John's speed and we know his distance. We're not really told his time. We're told that it took Ali 2 seconds more than John to run the 400-meter race. Now, what you need to know for this as well is the relationship between distance, speed, time. So one way people remember it is from this little triangle. So by covering over which one you want. So distance is speed multiplied by time. Speed is distance divided by time, and time is distance divided by speed. So for this question then, we need to work out the time that John took, and then we know that it took Ali 2 seconds more, so we can add on to, and then we've got the time and the distance, so we can use that to find Ali's speed, which is what we want in the end. So to get John's time, I'm going to do the distance divided by the speed. So that's 400 divided by 7.8. And I'm getting 51.28. So it tells us that now that's going to be in seconds as well because it was in minutes, or it was in miles per second, sorry, meters per second. So It tells us in the question that it took Ali 2 seconds more. Therefore, it would have taken him 53.28 seconds. Now, I can use that then to work out the speed. So speed is distance divided by time. So Ali's speed then would be 400 meters divided by 53.28. And that's going to be 7.5. And that's going to be in meters per second again. So that's the answer then. So answer is set is the 7.5 meters per